first movie we're talking about today is Imaginary. And I think who saw it here? We were talking about this before. Jess, Joey, and Crystal. You actually ended up seeing it.
I did.
Okay. Imaginary is about a woman, a stepmother, who moves into a new house with her husband and his kids. And they adjust. Actually, it's her old house, the house that she grew up in. And they adjust to a new life there. The youngest daughter finds a teddy bear and develops a friendship with it, an imaginary friendship. People are on board with this, and then it gets a little out of hand. And next thing you know, we've got like demons, monsters, and the afterlife from Beetlejuice shows up at the end. Joey C, what did you?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, Joey C, what did you think of this one?
Well, Blumhouse has thrown a lot of money at horror in the last couple of years. I think the last good one, in my opinion, was it 2022's The Black Phone? That one was pretty good. I liked that one.
That was solid. Yeah.
This one, however, the daughter having an imaginary friend, I feel like is kind of played out. But I did, however, like the last 20 minutes. But I felt like the dialogue throughout the whole movie was lifeless. And getting to that last 20 minutes was like a fucking drag. And the jump scares. I hated the jump scares. I got a bone to pick with the jump scares. They were terrible. It's another mid-horror movie out. I've seen too many mid-horror movies.
Joey, me and Crystal recently revisited the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. No movie has more annoying jump scares than that film.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm gonna be sick.
Crystal, how did you feel about Imaginary?
I actually really like it just because I also have strong opinions of just imagination and child's imagination. It actually means a lot to me, those kinds of subjects. So I love the whole feel of the movie. I didn't think we needed the old lady in it. I honestly think this movie would have been so much better without her. You know, she just, it's like, here,
exposition lady?
That's all she was. And I was like, all right, you're ruining it, because now I'm just like, I understand what's happening. And honestly, the older stepchild, she could have found the stuff and figured it out on her own. She didn't need fucking old lady who used to be babysitter, old lady neighbor to fucking figure this out. I mean, her death was epic.
Yeah.
But I didn't fucking need it.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I really did enjoy it. I agree with Joey when it's, imaginary stuff tends to be a little overplayed, but I put that aside and liked it.
Yeah. Jess, where did you land on it?
Well, nothing will beat the imaginary friends in Five Nights at Freddy's. I had this ready.
God.
But when you say with the old lady jump scare, that was the only thing I remembered mostly about that movie, was just her getting punched in the face.
Okay, so real quick about this old lady. This movie's very derivative of other horror films, and there's usually like a point in these films where they find like an expert or a previous victim who knows the supernatural thing that's going on. But this old lady, like at one point, becomes the villain and has a whole bad guy speech, like from a cartoon, where she literally like points to the sky and is like laughing and stuff, and then she just fucking dies. It is so bizarre.
Yeah, she's literally the villain for like a good 30 seconds and then dies.
But you kind of already knew she was going to be the villain in some way, but it was a pathetic way.
I will say the one twist in the movie I didn't see coming. I was like, oh, okay. With the bear, I was like, oh
yeah,
that worked.
And then I got over it and I was like, okay, what else?
The Inception aspect of it, that took me for a surprise. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
When they were in the hospital at the very end, I did not expect there to be an Inception in the imaginary world.
I was cracking up with that.
Because that was like that was like a full ripoff of what do we call it? 1408, where what's his face thinks he's out of it, and then he's like, oh no, I'm still in the hotel. They like literally just did that scene almost verbatim, but the kids are creepy.
No, it was just in that hospital scene at the end where they're just like, and now thanks to you, it's like, this is very, I actually did think it was the ending. I'm like, this is very forced.
It felt very fun.
Thanks to you, I've gotten over it, and I'm like, all right.
Gil, you said you did see this or didn't?
No, this is the only one I didn't see this time.
Wow, what a slacker.
I've been working on this Godzilla video.
Oh, wow. Oh,
For
you work on a
Catzilla, it's all a
Godzilla
big
video all the
promotion for
time?
Catzilla.
Just do a Godzilla podcast and do it occasionally, all right? No, it's weird how derivative it is. I actually ended up enjoying it. I saw it with Casey. She loved it. I like this girl, Tawanda Weiss. I don't know if you guys saw the last Jurassic
She's
Park
so
movie.
pretty.
She's so pretty.
The Jurassic World Dominion, not a great movie. I didn't hate it as much as many people, but she was one of the newer characters. She was actually really entertaining in that movie, so it was nice seeing her again. Yeah, I liked it. I didn't mind it. I'll probably never watch it again. The effects were awesome. Especially the fucking, which I don't feel bad spoiling this because they spoiled it.
Wait, this is a good effect?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my
It looks
god,
cool.
it's
It looks-
just
It looks,
like
yeah.
this is someone absolutely amazing made this for me,
The
and
flail.
yeah, what? The
The
flail,
flail.
that's right. The flail was amazing. Made
Oh, God,
this,
now
and
everyone's
it's
gonna
supposed to
kill
be the bear
flail.
from Flare Rocks. The flail rocks. This is supposed to be the bear, I believe, from Krampus, right?
Krampus,
Tony, is what you told me.
Yeah.
This is now Chauncey.
Yeah. Oh, the bear's name was Chauncey.
Yeah.
Doug, the effect looks better on screen.
Okay.
It does.
And I
It
appreciate
does.
it that it actually, a lot of times when they do a practical suit in a movie, they'll paint over it in CGI, which makes the CGI look better. But at some point, I'm like, I kind of just want to see the suit on screen. And they definitely like digitally do something to the mouth to like make the mouth look more alive. But it was nice seeing just a guy in a big bear suit in a major film on the big screen. Like, wow, it's been a while since a mainstream movie tried to pass this off as scary.
Since Midsommar.
Well, no, that was a different situation. That's a different thing. I thought the spider monster was pretty cool. That guy was cool too. There's like different monsters. They go into like this realm that's like a hallway to a bunch of doors to kids.
I
who have
love the
imaginary friends.
clouds. The clouds on the ceiling.
Oh yeah,
It's
they have
like,
those. Ever see those cloud lamps? It's like a big ball of cotton with like LED lights in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So in this other world, it's basically the hallway from Beetlejuice, but with cloud lamps on the ceiling.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Is there like a weird
what really-
janitor that comes by and talks?
No,
to
there
you,
should
or
have
no?
been.
Okay.
All
right.
The funny
It
thing
really
about
works.
yeah,
It really works because she's like, it's like a really like blue, but she's in like a yellow dress.
yeah. The
Really,
colors were
like,
really cool. If Mint
really
Gallup
good.
was here, she would say that the colors were colors, like
Yeah.
she did in that one episode.
I edit
Oh.
Mint stuff. I know. She'll say that.
But yeah, the hallway reminded me of Beetlejuice. It also reminded me of Monsters Inc.
Yes.
'Cause I remember the monsters went through doors. But this is kind of funny because we now have a family-friendly imaginary friend movie coming out in a few months with Ryan Reynolds called If.
I can't
And,
wait.
and it's like, wow, usually they make one movie and then there's a horror parody like cash in, but this time the horror one came out first. But yeah, I think it's fine. I wouldn't rush to the theater to see this. This is like if it's streaming on Peacock in a few weeks, definitely check it out. But yeah, inoffensive. It's inoffensive. It's fine.
It sounds like we chose the wrong evil bear movie for tonight's live stream because Winnie the Pooh 2, from what I hear,
Yeah.
great movie.
Hey, we're gonna do it next month, right? Right, Tony?
If it's
Ooh.
Yeah.
streaming on a service that I have, we will do it. I'm not spending money.
Or go to
fucking-
the movie.
They just announced the third one. They're making the third one.
No,
Plus the
guys. They're doing
crossovers.
the Poonaverse.
I'm so excited.
All right.
Doug,
Bambi.
Tony, have you
Doug, I know
have you
on
come
your
off your
show
stance that you're not going to help me with the chronological recap for that one?
I will help you with that one. Doug, I know your podcast, you only cover 80s movies, but I think you really got to dip into the Poonaverse at
The
some point.
Don't worry. I personally will dip in.
You're going to change your thing. Like, we talk about 80s movies and only 80s movies, except for the Poonaverse. We do the Poonaverse.
Oh.
There's a lot of movies that fall
There
into that
better be a
category.
Poonaverse episode.
Yeah, how about that? We'll do what is the worst Poonaverse movie?